A while ago, I stumbled across a Kickstarter for a rather unusual sort of music game called Sentris. It was completely unlike any other game I'd ever seen. You see, you can't really lose a game of Sentris, at least not in the version of the game that I played. You can mess up a song very badly and create something that solves a puzzle but sounds bad, but you don't actually lose. Sentris, you see, is a musical puzzle game in which you're presented with the inside of a cylinder, rather like Tempest 2000, but instead of shooting at aliens, you're shooting music down a tube. Your goal is to drop musical samples onto the right places. The red samples go onto the red places, the blue onto the blue places, etc. Each color corresponds to a different instrument sample. For instance, in one game, the red tracks, or samples, might be the drums, whereas the blue might be the bass. Each instrument has multiple notes in one round. These different notes might vary in length or pitch. In order to just solve the puzzles, you have to try and fit these samples of different colors and sounds around each other. In addition to trying to make nice music, you also have to be careful that when you place one sample, you don't bump another one out of the way entirely. It's possible to drop a note somewhere and accidentally knock another one out of place. This results in some pretty interesting consequences, as while I've accidentally knocked back my progress, sometimes I also come up with some pretty interesting songs unintentionally. Right now, the game's presentation is a little bit lacking, specifically with regards to the menus. At this point in the game's development, they look kinda terrible. Of course, the developer does have plans to fix up the menus later on in the game's development. That said, the menus are pretty much the only gripe I have about Sentris. The rest of the game is really great. It's pretty obvious, but the game sounds really good. Aesthetically speaking, I have no complaints about it. I love the way the game looks. There's a very nice neon glow to things, but it's not a harsh, nasty neon glow. It's soft and easy on the eyes, but like neon should, it manages to draw your attention. Overall, I really like Sentris and can't wait to see where it goes. What really impresses me about the game is that even though it's a puzzle game, it leaves open a lot of room for creative expression. There is no one right way to make a song with the game. If you're into music games and you're looking for something different, you'll want to do yourself a favor and take a look at Sentris, which is currently available on Mac, Linux, and PC on Steam.